This evening on ENN Tonight.
It's been 1 year since Hamas's first attack on Israel.
How Western North Carolina is picking up the pieces of their home after devastation.
And how the ENN community is helping them through this time.
Those stories and more.
ENN Tonight starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us for ENN Tonight. I'm Abby Gravely.
And I'm Abigail Hines.
We begin with the one-year remembrance since Hamas attacked Israel, killing the most Jewish people since the Holocaust, according to the U.S. Department of State. The Truett Center for Religious and Spiritual Life held multiple opportunities from 8:15 to 9:30 a.m. for students to pray, reflect, and support one another. The Newman Lumen Pavilion Sacred Space is hosting an art exhibit from the ANU Museum of the Jewish People. Let's take a look at that event. The exhibit will be open until tomorrow at 8 p.m.
Just days after Hurricane Helene wiped through western North Carolina, the Asheville community immediately took action. ENN's Fiona McAllister was on scene to capture Asheville's cleaning up process.
It was awful. It's hard to process that moment. I keep thinking about it, but I felt dizzy and like I might pass out.
Recovery efforts are underway in Asheville after Hurricane Helene tore through western North Carolina.
A little bit of shock since we've had so many of these like sort of false alarms, a little bit of like hurricanes and floods in the past, and nothing this traumatic has ever happened.
I'm here at the Asheville Community Movement Gymnasium, where water levels were up to here during Hurricane Helene. Over 20 people have come to help out, move debris, mud, and other equipment that got destroyed during this process.
The water, obviously came in here, broke the dock door, and then there's this part where it's just there were 4 stars on a beam. They're still there. It's insane.
And throughout all the destruction, they're fighting to save their home away from home.
This place is such a great community, and everyone's so attached to it that I think they really wanted to help. After I went to visit one of my friends 2 days after the hurricane came through, and we were both begging our parents to come by and just see if we could help.
We've got a lot of kids in Asheville that are really sad right now. It's like their second home.
We want to be here for our family, which is our community. We love these kids. They are everything to us.
The Asheville community is still optimistic even when faced with wreckage.
They're coming. The whole nation is going to help you guys out. Everybody cares, and that gives me hope.
Fiona McAllister, ENN Tonight.
As the Asheville Community Movement Gym is finding some relief, they hope to reopen in the next few months.
And now for some breaking weather news. Our Fiona McAllister is here to give you a quick update on what we're seeing this week.
Yeah, so we're going to be seeing something very similar in Florida, like what happened with Hurricane Helene. Hurricane Milton is now a Category 5 hurricane. He'll be sweeping through up here in the western part of Florida from Tampa, so it'll be going all the way up and hitting North Carolina only on the coast. We'll be seeing some heavy rain up there. Other than that, I would just honestly avoid Tampa all the way around here. I know Disney is shutting down and they're kind of just moving away from everything, taking out all of that for reservations. So minimal effects on the North Carolina coast, but again, Florida's being hit hard. Heavy flooding will be up from 10 to 12 feet. So I would definitely just watch out, especially as your fall break is starting to continue. So as a lot of people are moving down, I would just avoid this area, especially the purple area. It'll be a lot of hurricane over here from Tuesday to Wednesday. So I would just watch out for whenever you're traveling next time. But that's all I have for you right now.
Thanks for letting us know what to watch out for, Fiona.
While relief efforts are continuing throughout western North Carolina, the local Elon community is helping 180 miles away. Our Charlotte Fabi learned more about the community's involvement.
Over the past week, donations for western North Carolina have been piling up inside a local bar.
With us being so community focused, when this tragedy struck, we knew we had to do something.
According to Mike Avillian, co-owner of Beer Republic, the business is collecting all types of donations, from toilet paper to baby formula.
People need their supplies yesterday. There's people that still can't get communication with family members, loved ones, friends.
And Avillian is not the only person looking to help those hit hardest by the storm.
I've just been posting on social media and letting people know that I'm willing to pick up their supplies if they have them and want to give them.
Elon Senior and North Carolina native Sam Hinton has been dropping off donations from Elon students to Beer Republic for the last week.
We're in a really privileged position here at Elon to have access to stores, have access to the basic human necessities that people up there literally don't have access to right now.
Hinton says she sees rural areas like western North Carolina forgotten by the rest of the country. But she hopes this time that is not the case.
I hope that this isn't an issue where people forget about it in a week and just move on, because the reality is a lot of people can't move on. This is their lives now.
Avillian says he does not plan to stop gathering donations for the foreseeable future.
I have a feeling this is going to be a while, so I think we'll continue to do our best as long as we have a route to get the goods out to western North Carolina.
Both Avillian and Hinton shared their appreciation for the local community stepping up to help out other people in the state.
It's great. It's just great seeing everybody involved, having that desire to help out people that they don't even know.
Charlotte Fabi, ENN Tonight.
To learn more about the donation drives, visit our website at elonnewsnetwork.com.
Elon's radio station, WSOE 89.3 FM, is hosting an emergency relief broadcast right now. Downstairs at their studio is ENN's Kathan Gandhi. How's the broadcast been going, Kathan?
Yeah, Abby. As you can see, it has been a long, fun day down here in the WSOE studios. It's been filled to the brim with live acoustic performances from local North Carolina artists, including Bedroomer, Elon's very own Ali and Andy, and Heartscape Landbreak, who's actually getting ready to perform right now in that door back there. There's been a lot of work going on around here, all in effort to raise money in support of western North Carolina communities that have been impacted by Hurricane Helene. That could either be in the form of cash donations, which they've raised over $330 so far, or physical objects that are needed in the area. The broadcast will probably keep going for about another hour or so feel free to check it out. I'm Kathan Gandhi. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Kathan. Donations can be made at WSOEElon.com. All proceeds from the broadcast will go to rural organizing and resilience. In addition, a donation box can be found outside of the WSOE studio in McEwen Communications Building, room 002.
Several animals were recently brought to Burlington from Asheville, North Carolina. ENN's Angelina Fantaroni has the story of how this came to be.
Burlington Animal Services, just 15 minutes from Elon, worked with other local and national pet welfare agencies like Bissell Pet Foundation to rescue animals from Hurricane Helene's damage.
These were animals that were coming with their humans. They were sometimes literally just escaping out of a window as the water was rising. They were coming to the shelter with absolutely nothing.
Burlington Animal Services staff says they are glad the shelter can help out in a disaster like this.
It's a lot to think about. It's going to be a lot of rebuilding, a lot of work for the humans and the pets.
11 cats and 9 dogs, just like Xena here, were rescued and evacuated from western North Carolina. And they're already up for adoption.
Aside from receiving animals, the shelter has collected several supplies after posting about their donation drive on social media.
We have gotten amazing support from the community. I mean, we have a room full of donations and we've already taken quite a few of them and they are still coming. We have so many supplies and things that people really need. So pet food, cat litter, blankets and water and crates.
Overcash says that more teams from their shelter will go back to western North Carolina next week to help with sheltering needs. Angelina Fantaroni, ENN Tonight.
Elon News Network will continue to cover Hurricane Helene relief updates.
Coming up, a look into a political organization on campus and why they have rebuilt.
I don't know why you're so sad. You've got a roof over your head.
You gotta stop with that depression stuff. That's what white people think. You alright?
It just feels like it's coming from everywhere.
Do you want to talk about it?
You can talk to me if you're feeling sad. Whenever you need to talk, I'm here, okay?
Whether it's our stories, the warmth of our laugh, or our family's secret sauce, we all bring something different to the table. So make some space. The power of connection is waiting right outside your comfort zone. Learn how you can help strengthen your community at belongingbeginswithus.org/teamup.
There's only one thing that will save somebody's life, and that is naloxone nasal spray. Get 911 on the phone, get the emergency responses there on their way.
Once Upon a Time is right now. Escape to the Renaissance Festival, a time-traveling adventure. Saturdays and Sundays, October 5th through November 24th. There's music, comedy, circus entertainments, jousting, nights, the living mermaids, and a feast all rolled into a non-stop outdoor family adventure. Tickets limited while supplies last. Online only at renfestinfo.com.
Hate is loud, but love is the majority.
We apologize for the technical difficulties. Now our Parker Forgash is joining us live to give you your Phoenix 5-day forecast. Parker, what's in store for us this week?
Thank you, Abigail. Here at Elon, we're going to see some cooler weather. And for your 5-day forecast this week, it's going to be very, very mild, very, very cold. It's becoming fall. As we can see here, on Tuesday and Wednesday, we'll be having mostly sunny weather, Tuesday and Wednesday, with rays for days this week. And moving on to Thursday and Friday, we'll be having more lows in the low 70s, with lots of sun in the afternoon. Thursday will be another mostly sunny day with a high of 68 and some clouds in the afternoon. Friday will be more of the same with light winds and a high of 70. And to start off the weekend, Saturday will be in the high 70s with more sun. Milton's driving winds of 175 miles per hour. Florida's Governor Ron DeSantis has issued a state of emergency and has issued evacuation orders for many counties. If you're heading home for fall break, Milton will disrupt travel this week, impacting Elon students, with Tampa International Airport being among many airports on Florida's west coast, suspending operations beginning tomorrow. If you're planning on traveling Wednesday, expect flight delays and cancellations. That's all I have for you. Now back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Parker.
A revitalized club is coming back to campus at a time more relevant than ever. I spoke to Elon College Democrats Vice President and ENN member James Silk, and I have more on how the political group is revamping.
When senior James Silk first came to Elon's campus, he looked forward to joining the College Democrats. Unfortunately, the organization no longer had a presence on campus. Now, Silk is part of a small group working to bring the organization back.
I think that's so important, even with like people who join the college Republicans, you know, like those organizations are important because it allows people to meet people on campus, but also share your opinions.
Silk says that Elon College Democrats' presence on campus is even more important this year, with the extremely contentious political climate.
I think it's just important that we are working diligently to bring people in, because it's not even about just necessarily the election, but it's about like the day after.
In preparation for the election and its aftermath, the group is planning events like tabling at the Elon Farmers Market and partnering with the Alamance County Democratic Party, all to get people excited to vote and participate politically. Silk wants to emphasize that all are welcome in the Elon College Democrats, which hopes to serve as a resource for voter education.
You know, everybody is welcome, and I think that might be a misconception when they hear like college Democrats. They're like, oh, this is only for people who maybe identify as a Democrat, but I want to encourage anybody who wants to join the club to be a part of it.
Silk says that he hopes his work with the organization builds a legacy that will outlast his time on campus. Elon College Republicans did not respond to ENN's request for comment. Abby Gravely, ENN Tonight.
Students interested in participating in political events on campus can check out Phoenix Connect.
Republican candidate for state governor Mark Robinson came to Graham urging supporters to vote Republican across the ballot. Hersey's Barbecue held Robinson's supporters with security surrounding the area. Supporters were inside listening to Robinson speak on all sorts of topics, especially after his recent scandal. But with protesters right outside, security ensured all were safe at the event. ENN was able to capture reactions from both parties about Robinson's visit.
Candidate who is for the people. He's clearly demonstrated that this weekend in Western North Carolina. He's out there helping the people.
I'm here to support the Republican Party and Mark Robinson. The news media is telling all kind of lies on Mark, and I'm here to support him 100%.
I think this event went real good. We've got about 4 or 5 protesters that's outside, but you know, everything is done.
Mark Robinson is not what we need for North Carolina.
Robinson has been all over North Carolina campaigning as the election is approaching.
Elon University welcomed back alum Austin Moore, a 2022 graduate who now serves as the Deputy Field Director for Massachusetts Attorney General Andrea Campbell. Moore returned to campus as part of the speaker series, Alumni Voices, Conversations with Political Insiders on the 2024 elections. ENN's Nolan Williams has more on this event.
Moore's story highlighted the importance of finding your own path. Professor Jillian Auditory noted the value of role models like Moore for students.
She's not setting out a roadmap for anyone else to follow, but just to find the thing that they're interested in and kind of trust the process and do the good work and things will work out. So just having those role models for students is important.
Moore discussed how her time at Elon helped her develop essential skills, highlighting the importance of time management and being selective about opportunities.
I would say that it's kind of time management and also being flexible. I think Elon gives us a lot of opportunities, and it's about not signing up for every single table at the org fair your freshman year and like picking what you like to do or what you want to try to do and just being able to manage that.
Moore also encouraged students to be informed about voting, sharing her personal experience with absentee voting and the importance of taking time to research candidates and positions.
I remember the first time I voted presidential, I was here and I got an absentee ballot. And I personally like getting an absentee ballot because I can take my time and go through and...
Moore's visit offered students practical advice on managing their college experience and encouraged them to be informed and engaged voters. Nolan Williams, ENN Tonight.
Elon News Network will continue to follow this alumni speaker series.
How first responders come together for a bigger issue.
And next, how Elon's men's soccer comes back during a competitive season.
Kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way. No way.
No way. My kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
Once Upon a Time is right now. Escape to the Renaissance Festival, a time-traveling adventure. Saturdays and Sundays, October 5th through November 24th. There's music, comedy, circus entertainments, jousting, nights, the Living Mermaids. Save with discount Renaissance Festival coupons at participating partner locations region-wide. Tickets limited while supplies last. Online only at renfestinfo.com.
Even more than I wanted a gold medal, I wanted a heart of gold, like the mentors who were my balance beams refusing to let me down, and the coaches who spoke out to anything out of bounds, heroes who never stood on podiums, but stood up for me. Every shot I made, give the assist to those who since my youth were referees, ready to blow the whistle and end abuse.
I rescued Toast from a shelter in 2011. I love Toast because she's a lazy diva. Toast does whatever she wants, obviously. She's sleeping right now. She's an epic snuggler. She's so comforting. She's so loving. Toast makes me laugh. When I walked into the shelter, I knew right then that she was special.
Kudos, Carl. You've always had a need for speed. Racing anything with wheels, speed reading novels in record time, yelling out 3, 2, 1 at every traffic light. But this time, you've taken your power obsession to the next level. By purchasing this electric vehicle, you've given yourself instant torque that blows your old launch times away, which will keep you saying, "Woo-wee," every time you punch the pedal. Good for your adrenaline, great for the planet. That's the power of EV.
One car show in Mebane had a deeper meaning than hot rods and smashing cars. ENN's Nia Bedard has more on the story.
After a spinal cord injury, I knew I had to find some way to get myself out of the house and be more productive, and I built this to be able to carry my chair in and be able to get me out and get me more freedom.
We apologize for the technical difficulties. Team Alpha will be having their monthly coffee social on October 17th for first responders and active and retired military personnel.
Elon men's soccer continued their season on Saturday night with a match against CAA rival William & Mary. Our sports editor Miles Hayford has more on how the Phoenix won the tough 2-1 match.
After a stagnant first 40 minutes, senior Scott Batney and Petro Klish scored 2 goals in a matter of minutes. Elon's offense kicked off from there, finishing the game with 15 shots. Head coach Mark Reeves says the team found the opportunities by moving the ball well.
The ball, retained the ball really well. Just a couple of moments in the final third, our choices or our technique or our quality at key moments wasn't as good as it needs to be. But 2 really good goals. Scott's shot from distance was great, and then a brilliant ball in and a great header from Petro.
The William & Mary tribe scored a goal early in the second half, and in the final minutes, Elon had to fend off a late offensive rally by William & Mary that saw a multitude of shots on Elon's goal. Coming after 2 straight losses, this was a huge win for the Phoenix. Klish says the team talked a lot about getting back on track with a win.
We all said we needed to step up. We were kind of missing that little bit of edge and competitive edge that we've had during the whole season, and we really felt like this game, like everyone's got to come together and put on that shirt and bring the culture back of competing for every single ball, winning every single thing. And at the end of the day, we had some good plays, and yeah, scored 2 goals, 2-1, hard-fought win. Yeah.
Elon improves to 8 wins, 2 losses, and 1 tie as they go into their final 6 regular season games. Miles Hayford, ENN Tonight.
The Phoenix will play again at Rudd Field against 18th ranked in the nation Duke University tomorrow at 7 p.m.
Coming up, a group on campus who has received a grant for the 2nd year in a row.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzzed driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed.
In 4 days. There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children. She didn't know what to do.
Did you have a good day at school?
She gave them some broth without any bread.
There you go.
And kissed them all soundly.
Night night.
Good night. And put them to bed. Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org.
Once Upon a Time is right now. Escape to the Renaissance Festival, a time-traveling adventure. Saturdays and Sundays, October 5th through November 24th. There's music, comedy, circus entertainments, jousting, nights, the living mermaids, and a feast all rolled into a non-stop outdoor family adventure. Tickets limited while supplies last. Online only at renfestinfo.com.
I've always been told I gotta be strong. Thick skin, tough as nails. But to be everything for everybody, it wears on you. Black don't crack, they say. But it can. We all can. Reach out to a friend if you see them going through it. No matter who you are, being vulnerable is what makes us whole. Learn how to help at seizetheawkward.org.
The Leaders in Interfaith Team Program, or LIFT, has received a grant for the second year from Hillel International. Our Alice Morrissey has more on this organization's mission.
The LIFT program is returning to Elon for their second year. Sponsored by Hillel, LIFT is a club designed to create opportunities for students to experience Elon's many multi-faith offerings.
It's about really seeking out ways to learn about different faiths and then finding a way to open that door. It takes effort and intention to actually learn about different cultures when you're not originally part of the group.
Students involved in this program are encouraged to attend religious events outside of their own faith to learn and grow as global citizens.
If you want to go to a Jewish Shabbat, or if you want to be involved in a Holy Diwali event, or if you want to just find some sort of religious experience that maybe you're not used to, put yourself out there and just try to find a way to be involved.
Although LIFT is no longer accepting new members this year, they strongly encourage other students to experience Elon's multitude of different religions and celebrations. Alice Morrissey, ENN Tonight.
Keep an eye on our website at elonnewsnetwork.com for information about upcoming multi-faith events.
So, Abby, what are your plans for fall break?
I'm planning on going home, seeing some family, which is going to be really fun. I'm also going camping with some friends, so I'm very excited about that. There's some of my friends from home who I haven't seen in a while. How about you?
I'm also going home, and I am very excited for this much-needed break. The first semester has been tough, but definitely going to appreciate the few days off.
Agreed. Are you driving home or are you flying?
I am driving. Thankfully, my route home has not been impacted by anything. So yeah, and I think the camping sounds really fun. Have you camped before? Is that something normal for you?
Oh yeah, I'm a big camper, big outdoors person. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's actually with some of the people that I work at a summer camp with. So it'll be a lot of fun.
Well, that's all the news we have for you this evening. Thank you so much for joining us.
Head over to our website, elonnewsnetwork.com, for stories, sports, and more.
And make sure to follow us on social media at Elon News Network.
Have a great night, Elon.